Back now on Triad today, always glad when we can talk with some of the folks who work so hard behind the scenes to keep things going in the city of Winston-Salem and helping to improve quality of life. On my far right, our good buddy Pat Pate, City Manager of Winston-Salem. Pat brought his own special guest who's next to me. Trey Mayo is Chief of the Winston-Salem Fire Department. Good to see y'all.
Hey, thank you. Good to be here.
Pat, let me start with you. Just in general, a lot of things have been going on with the fire department. What are some of the vital services they provide?
Well, the fire department, we have an excellent fire department in the city. They're responding to all fire calls. They respond to all emergency calls. They're basically the lifeline for folks that have an emergency. When you have that 911 call and you're looking for somebody to come help, these guys are there.
And it's not always fires. I mean, it's people who, in emergency situations before an ambulance can get there.
Many more emergency situations than actual fire calls.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the chief could tell you. And we're really proud of the department because they're accredited. They have an ISO 1 rating, one of the few departments in the country that can claim both of those.
Trey, you guys sent me an email. It might have been Pat that sent me an email about a program called BEAR, BEAR, the BEAR program. What does that stand for? What's it about?
Yeah, so BEAR stands for Behavioral Evaluation and Response, and we stood that team up in spring of 2022 because of community calls for an alternative to law enforcement response to behavioral health emergencies. So the BEAR team is embedded in the fire department, and it's a group of 11. They are peer support specialists. They're trained as social workers, et cetera, to help get Winston-Salem residents who are in a mental health crisis connected with resources.
But you're working, I mean, with the fire departments, working with the police and everybody to make this happen, though, right?
Yeah, so it is not uncommon to be at the scene of an emergency, and the EMS will be there, fire will be there, police will be there, and the BEAR team will be there.
Not to put words in your mouth, but is this also a way of, let's say somebody has a mental health emergency, instead of just traditionally what used to happen is that they get arrested, cuffed, they're taken off. Maybe the BEAR team is helping with that, right?
Or they get taken to the emergency room and they don't need to be in jail, and they don't need to be at the emergency room. They need to be connected with resources to help them through that crisis.
I got you.
That's what the BEAR team does.
What kind of feedback are you getting so far on this?
Almost 100% positive feedback about what they do. And the fact, they're keeping folks out of jail. They are freeing up law enforcement officers' time. They're freeing up paramedics' time. They're freeing up firefighters' time. They're keeping folks from occupying beds in the emergency department for what is really not truly a medical emergency.
What a great service. Look, I'd be remiss, get yelled at by everybody if I don't ask you something to do with the holidays coming up. Fire safety, fire prevention, any tips that you might want to give about fire safety around the holidays?
Well, surely. Thanksgiving is the #1 day in America for cooking fires. Christmas is #2. Cooking fires still account for, depending on the year, somewhere between 1/2 and 2/3 of all residential fires in America start on the cooktop. So,
wow.
The standard fire service mantra is never leave your cooking unattended.
Yeah.
Do not get distracted by the phone call, the baby, the text message, doorbell ring, whatever, and forget that you have something on the stove. And the other thing is we have these nice slick, I'm rubbing this table because it's a finish that reminds me of modern cooktops, not induction. An induction cooktop won't heat up a pizza box, but these slick glass top kind of traditional electric stoves, that is not an extension of your countertop. That is a cooking surface. It is not where you come in and put down your mail, your groceries, your package that you picked up off the porch, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
If you're not cooking on it, it needs to be clear.
Pat, I know, just to close out, I know you're proud of what these guys are doing.
Absolutely. They do a tremendous job, and I think the chief could talk for an hour on all the various ways people need to take care and be careful with their frying their turkeys or whatever.
Oh, we really, you're right. We could actually probably do a whole hour just on everything, fireplaces and everything else. But I'm going to put up a website as I do that, cityofws.org. And through the main website, you can also get a portal to the fire department, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
Learn about hiring and all of the programs that we offer.